Drinking too much. Being a party pooper. Crying all the time or any other ongoing significant change in a person's behaviors, thoughts, or feelings could be telltale signs of a mental illness. Learn the signs that could prompt you to think that a friend or family member is among the 1 in 8 of us dealing with a mental health disorder. Often it's not a single change, but a combination. The following 9 signs are not to help you diagnose a mental health disorder, but instead to reassure you that there might be good reason to seek more information about your concerns. If you're concerned a friend or loved one is at immediate risk of suicide or self-harm, dial the emergency services and ask for an ambulance. Feeling anxious or worried. We all get worried or stressed from time to time, but anxiety could be the sign of a mental health disorder if the worry is constant and interferes with your everyday life for prolonged periods. Other symptoms of anxiety may include heart palpitations, shortness of breath, headache, sweating, trembling, feeling dizzy, restlessness, diarrhea, or your mind is racing more than usual. Feeling depressed or unhappy. Signs of depression include being sad or irritable for the last few weeks or more, lacking in motivation and energy, losing interest in a hobby, or being teary all the time. Emotional outbursts. Everyone has different moods, but sudden and dramatic changes in mood, such as extreme distress or anger, can be a symptom of mental illness. Often it is those closest to you that can note these changes first, however you will know yourself if you do something that feels out of character. It is worth taking the time after an outburst to question yourself on what has just happened. Sleep problems. Lasting changes to a person's sleep patterns could be a symptom of a mental health disorder. For example, insomnia could be a sign of anxiety or substance abuse. Sleeping too much or too little could indicate depression or a sleeping disorder. Either way, sleep is a vital part of human well-being, as it allows for self-alignment and better focus in waking hours. It is important to note that everyone has different requirements when it comes to sleep. However, it is rare that anyone can thrive on less than 5 hours regularly. Weight or appetite changes. For some people, fluctuating weight or rapid weight loss could be one of the warning signs of a mental health disorder, such as depression or an eating disorder. Although changes can be slow to manifest, they are often noticed first by friends or family. When a sufferer of an eating condition are living it on an ongoing basis, they are not likely to admit they have a problem to either themselves or to others. Therefore, it may be up to friends or family to broach the subject. This they should do without feeling guilty. Being quiet or withdrawn. Withdrawing from life, especially if this is a major change, could indicate a mental health disorder. If a friend or loved one is regularly isolating themselves, they may have depression, bipolar disorder, a psychotic disorder, or another mental health condition. Refusing to join in social activities may be a sign they need help, although they may not voice this directly. Substance abuse. Using substances to cope, such as alcohol or drugs, can be a sign of mental health conditions. Using substances can also contribute to mental illness. Oftentimes the sufferer is following a desire rather than realizing it is escapism they crave most. If you notice a sudden dependence on a substance such as alcohol, it may be worth pointing it out and asking why your friend or family member is suddenly in need of it. Again, it is those closest to somebody who should not feel guilty of bringing up the subject. Feeling guilty or worthless. Thoughts like "I'm a failure, it's my fault," or "I'm worthless" are all possible signs of a mental health disorder such as depression. Your friend or loved one may need help if they're frequently criticizing or blaming themselves. When severe, a person may express a feeling to hurt or kill themselves. In extreme cases, this feeling could mean the person is suicidal and very urgent help is needed. Call the emergency services for an ambulance immediately. Changes in behavior or feelings. A mental health disorder may start out as subtle changes to a person's feelings, thinking, and behavior. Ongoing and significant changes could be a sign that they have or are developing a mental health disorder. If something doesn't seem quite right, it's important to start the conversation about getting help. Although this is not always an easy discussion to have, guiding them to view videos such as this may be a way of bringing concerns to another person's attention. If they themselves recognize some of the traits in this video, they may start to realize there is something wrong. We at Be Inside hope that you have found this video of some benefit. If you have, please share it with others or subscribe to our channel for similar content. In the meantime, please stay safe and be mindful of those who may need a helping hand.